Johns County is submitting a draft e-bike ordinance after a very recent crash injured a middle school boy. Serious crash in Julington Creek now sparking urgent action by St. Johns County. A middle school-aged boy remains in critical condition after crashing his e-bike Monday night. He was airlifted to a trauma center, and now local leaders are responding. The St. Johns County Attorney's Office has submitted a draft e-bike ordinance to the Sheriff's Office for review, though the exact details of the proposal have not been made public. Similar ordinance recently passed in Atlantic Beach that may offer a clue. How do they know it's a similar ordinance if they don't have the details? Can't even say that. If you don't have the details, you don't even know it's a similar ordinance.
Everything's similar when you don't look into it.
That's right. No. That legislation in Atlantic Beach includes the following rules. A 10-mile-per-hour speed limit on sidewalks and multi-use paths. No motorized riding in parks, on trails, or on unpaved areas. Riders must follow traffic laws, including stop signs and signals. Nobody on bikes does that at all, ever. E-bike users must yield to pedestrians and give audible signals when passing.
Ski.
How is this even going to happen?
This is
literally, I feel like what everyone else does.
Yeah.
It's no different than anything.
They must ride with care and obey posted speed limits.
Nope.
Is it 10 miles an hour or is it the posted speed limit?
You shouldn't even be riding that on the sidewalk.
And what is ride with care? That's so vague. It's nebulous.
Do that ever.
It doesn't mean anything.
Everywhere with everything.
People making laws just to make laws. Can we put some thought into this? I mean, this literally just happened, and now commandos out there sending shit to the sheriff's office. They can't carry anything that makes the bike unstable or dangerous.
Yes.
Again,
true.
I mean, a lot of this is really up for interpretation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it doesn't even sound enforceable.
Right.
Why do we make laws that aren't enforceable?
I know. How long do we have to talk about this, Troy? Unenforceable laws. We've been talking about this stuff for years.
Yeah.
The draft in St. Johns County will go to the county commission next, followed by a public comment period before any vote. Meanwhile, the crash is shaking the Julington Creek community. It was a horrific situation for this poor young man.
No, and they're dangerous. I mean, you got to respect. You got to respect the power of the e-bike. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah. One resident told News4Jax, they said, I knew this was an inevitability with the number of e-bikes on our sidewalks. Apparently they got a lot up in Julington Creek. They got a lot in my neighborhood. Yeah, they're definitely getting more popular.
Yeah. I mean, I love my e-bike. And, we ride all the time. So.
Gas is expensive. E-bikes are not that expensive. Another person said it doesn't surprise me at all, especially with the way that people drive around here.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes my e-bike's not very responsible when I go out drinking and it gets drunk. I have to walk it home.
Yeah.
But if you don't do that, I mean, it's you could really, really hurt yourself. I mean, these things.
Yeah, if you're drinking, especially.
These things are fast.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, how fast does yours go up to? Like 25 miles an hour?
Mine's, I think mine maxes out about 28.
Yeah.
So
nice.
That's fast on a bike.
That's really
man.
fast.
Yeah, it's really fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those situations where you got to be paying attention. You got to. I mean, a lot of these things are common sense things that they have in this ordinance. And I understand, but I mean, you have to be aware of them. But I just don't know how they're going to enforce it. I mean, I think 90% of everything you said is what I do when I ride my e-bike, but it's still, I don't know how they're going to enforce it.
Electric scooter police out there.
Stop doing that. You're going 11 miles an hour. Right. And there's just conflicting rules in here. I mean, it's goofy, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to pull over a 14-year-old who doesn't have a driver's license. How are they going to give him a ticket?
Right.
Right. It doesn't. I understand the intent of the rule, but I don't think it's enforceable. So I think it's a waste of money. So,
I agree.
I think there needs to be some training in schools or something, maybe, but I don't know. Yeah,
that's not a bad idea at all. With these things just being on the road as prevalent as they are, man, like a driving course, Yeah. But yeah, let's not just, tragic accident, but let's not just rush
I
to
hope
put a
the young-
solution out there for the sake of saying we're putting a solution out there, and that just seems
Well,
like
it's
that's what's
dangerous to
happening.
just keep throwing laws and things around for this type of reason because
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense now, but there could be something around the corner that it actually really does affect, and we're sitting here pigeonholing us into agreeing to something we want a solution for, but we don't
Right.
even know if this
Yeah.
is it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make it sound like I'm not sensitive to the young man who got hurt.
No, I
mean,
think the
that's-
young man and this law are really, honestly, two separate things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And bad things are going to happen no matter what law you have in place. There's laws for cars right now, I think, and someone, boom, just passed away in a car accident right now somewhere in America.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? Take all the cars off the road,
Right.
Yeah.
give all the freedoms away. Let's just go home and sleep in a hole.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, because a lot of people say in the comments that this kid, the big thing was he didn't wear his helmet. So
Well, I mean, I have no idea. I mean, you know, the
yes.
comments aren't always right.
Yeah.
But I just don't, I don't know about that. But yeah, I mean, there's helmet laws too. I mean,
Exactly. What did Amanda say yesterday? Let's make a law about breaking laws.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty much
So-
where we're at.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the solution, but you know, we need to look at real solutions and put actual thought into it. That'd be nice.
Self-reflection. Take accountability on yourself.
Mhm.
That's really what it boils down to. Look
Yeah.
out for yourself and look out for the others around you and try to do right by that.
Yeah, I think the intent is to help young people.
Of course, yeah.
You know, and
Or people that
You know?
aren't knowledgeable. I'm young when it comes to an e-bike. I've never grew up with e-bikes. I don't know.
Right.
up until age 25, we have no fear of dying.
Hmm?
You know, and after that, you're like, oh, that could hurt me.
Mhm.
You know? But up until about that point, you're like, except for Blake. Blake's like the safety patrol. So
And I'm the opposite. I'm still going whatever time I am now, and I'm down to jump on an e-bike now.
Dad, you shouldn't do that. So, yeah, I mean, I just feel it's a guideline people should follow. They should train people to do this, but I don't think it should be a law.
Right.
No.
I agree.
Okay. Well, speaking of laws and